some people just can't get a relationship right, and I might be one of them. One thing I've learned is if you are in a relationship and the person that you're with is collapsing all around you, you really shouldn't just stay in that position. If you bring correction to that person and they're just not listening to you, they're not willing to negotiate with you or go halfway with you, and that could go to the offending person. They might just get sick of somebody on their back all the time. I've seen this many, many times where the person that's right has to be abandoned because there's too many complaints. And these complaints just go on and on until the person that's not living up to the standards just have to leave. They have to surrender and go, look, I just am not good enough for this relationship. I've had women say to me that this won't work. I've had them say I'm not worthy. And all this is in simple language, with a simple definition, trying to define what they're trying to say is, I won't be responsible when it matters. That's all they're saying. I cannot be responsible when it matters. I've got so much dysfunction in me and around me, it will catch up to any form of order that you try and bring with me in your life. These people will warn you. They will tell you there's something wrong that I can't fix. There's something wrong that I don't want to fix. I like the part of my life that brings harm and disorder and sadness. I like that part of my life. And we meet these people and we think that they are the same way that we are. And who are we? I'm talking about people that are straight, sober-minded, normal people that are trying to find their way through life as peacefully and as calmly and successfully and as well as possible in every aspect and respect. They look at their character and they change for the better, and they want to build their personality, and they know how to resist temptation. When these people get caught with people that aren't willing or haven't done the work, and they're being warned by the person, look, I do this, I've got that, I've done this, I've done that, and they refuse to listen. It is never, for all the sincerity and genuineness of both people, because a lot of the dysfunctional will enter into relationships with functioning people because they get a sense of security and stability. So they will go into it. That's not the issue, but they know that they won't be able to sustain a healthy, happy relationship. They're not capable of doing it. Their lifestyle won't allow that. The choices that they've made won't allow that. It's not possible for them to do it, to sustain anything that's going to last, because their lifestyle's set up in a way in which it's just unable to. It can't. There's too many factors against them that cause them to fail. And from my experience, they will warn you. And we put on the blinders. We meet someone, we know they're not compatible, but there's some kind of lust configuration going on that causes us to commit. And so we do, we commit to things that we ought not. And before we know it, we're confronted with the things that these people warned us about. We think we can manage it all, we're unable to manage it. We start to fail, put ourselves in a position of failure. We've done it to ourselves. No point blaming anybody else. Before we know it, we've got to undo all the hurt and pain that the relationship has brought through commitment and sacrifice and our give, take, care and share principles. And it's all because of our determinedness to be with somebody that's just not compatible. Now, can you blame that person? No. They tried to tell you. They tried to have a relationship with you, with what they had to offer. They couldn't do it. You couldn't do it because you were just incapable via compatibility. The compatibility just wasn't there. It was never going to work. But as usual, our faithfulness, devotedness, loyalty and commitment principles blind us, absolutely, completely and utterly blind us, right, from putting into place the wisdom and caution that we need to, as we get deceived by lust, because lust deceives, and it puts us in places and positions and relationships and things that we should never ever have been involved in.